Hello everybody, this is Roger from Roger's Reviews, and today we're going to be going over the the Stihl BR 800C. This is the Magnum, the biggest and the baddest backpack blower from Stihl. Hasn't been out very long. I've used a lot of different blowers in the past, and I've always tried to buy some of the biggest, best blowers they've had and other companies. Echo was the last blower I had because it was supposed to be the biggest and the baddest and the best. And then Stihl came out with the 700, and I wasn't able to purchase that because I just bought the Echo, and I was just in the Stihl dealer, and I was looking for the 700. It looked pretty big and pretty stout, and I told the one of the employees there that I was wanting the 700 because I heard it was the biggest and the best. And they said, we actually have the 800 out now, which I wasn't aware of because I haven't been keeping track of it. Been too busy working, staying busy. So he showed me the 800, and I have a friend, his name's Josh. He bought a 700, and he paid pretty much the same money or more. And he hasn't had it very long, but he was very impressed with it. So he actually recommended the 700, and when I told him about the 800, he said that it would be a pretty good deal. So when I took him with me and we went over there, and he was surprised because I wasn't really familiar with the pricing, and he said he actually paid more for his 700. So I was able to talk the dealer into giving me another 10% off, and I was able to walk out of the store for around $600, give or take. Of course, I bought some ropes and stuff too as well. But since it's been probably 2 years, maybe a little over 2 years since I bought my last blower, there's actually a lot of differences and a lot of changes they've made, which my other blower didn't have. And I went over this blower before, but it was kind of like on job sites, and I didn't really have a chance to go over it in detail and with a close-up. So I figured I'd make another a detailed video showing the differences close up, and maybe you could be able to hear me better. So that's what we're going to do today. There's a little clip up here, and you can actually clip it so that way, because I know when I usually have my blower in the back of my truck, this tends to get in the way because usually just throw it in there and you don't hook it. So a lot of times it gets beat up, but they actually have a clip now so you can clip it and it stays out of the way. And also too, I'm sure landscapers use this and they don't want it hanging down, dragging from the trailer. So I've seen a lot of them clip it. I just throw it in the back of the truck. We have a chip truck. We kind of keep a lot of our stuff in. But eventually we're going to try to figure out a way to clip it on the trailer. A lot of landscapers do that. That way we're not fighting over it back and forth in the trailer, or maybe have it to where it's inside the truck but it's clamped somewhere so it doesn't get knocked over or get in the way as much. You basically have the same operations. You got the choke controller and the bulb primer. So that's pretty much the same. The difference I've noticed in this newer machine, besides this clip, is the adjustment. I've never had one adjust like this. You can adjust this, loosen it up, and you can actually pull out the tube, which sometimes it doesn't pull out real easily, but you can actually, extend the tube out. It's brand new, so it's kind of tight. You can extend the tube out, and then it's almost variable. You can go out all the way, or any variation of that. Or like when you're storing it, you can push it all the way back in, and then tighten it back up. Another thing you can adjust is the hand grip. There's actually another adjustment. And like I said, this is clipped together, so you can actually adjust how you have taller or shorter people, or people that have longer or shorter arms, or they just have a different preference of where they hold it. There's a few inches of adjustment here as well. My guys seem to like it all the way adjusted out. And I think one of the best things about this saw, I mean, about this blower, is the ability to start it while it's still on your back. And normally, you know, if you have a blower and someone wants to talk to you, or you stop for a minute, if the backpack's still on you, the backpack blower, and you have to turn it off, you literally have to take it off, take everything off, sit on the ground and start it. With this one, if you turn it off, you can start it basically with it on you. And they made a different starting system. A lot of people just try to start it and pull it real hard. It actually builds up pressure, and then whenever you have enough pressure, it basically just starts itself. So you just see how it kind of just starts itself. So you don't pull on it real hard, you kind of just wait till it gathers, it kind of like, it must have a spring in there or something, because it gathers tension. And when we were using it the other day, one of my guys started it a few times, just let go of the handle, and we were messing with the choke and the trigger, and all of a sudden it just started by itself. So there's definitely, I'm not sure how it works, but there's a wind-up mechanism in there that stores energy from pulling it, and it releases by itself, like once it gets to the proper tension. So you don't have to pull this very hard. I mean, you can see I'm pulling this with my fingers. It starts to get harder and harder, and then eventually it just releases. There it goes. And I noticed too, if you give a little bit of gas as you're pulling it, whenever it releases, it'll start right up. If not, it takes a few times to start it. I'm going to go ahead and take the mic off, and I'm going to put the backpack on and explain how comfortable this backpack is. It's not like a blower. It's almost like those backpacks you go up in the mountains with. Everything fits really nicely, and it's almost made to wear for a long period of time. Not like other blowers where you put them on and as soon as you get them on you want to take them off. This one, when you get it adjusted correctly, it seems like something you could wear for a long period of time. So I'm going to go ahead and take the headset out, and I'm going to show you how easy this is to get on. It also fits correctly, and you can adjust it to where it fits anybody. All right. Now I've kind of already adjusted this a little bit so it should fit me. But if you loosen everything up, and I'm not the most flexible guy in the world, but it's not too bad to get on. So what I like about it is everything's padded. So you got a lot of padding, and you've got like a waist strap right here. So you can grab the waist strap, and then there's two straps you can pull and tighten, and it makes it real snug. And then you can actually see if I can get these straps on correctly. Okay. Okay, I think I got this one twisted a little bit. Okay, here we go. This is these two padded straps, and if you get the bottom tight and snug, you can actually tighten the top one. The top one is the same way. You just pull across, and it actually feels like, once you get it fitted correctly, it feels like you're going mountain climbing. Kind of feels like a backpack you could carry up the mountains with you. So this is what it looks like, and like you can jump around, and it feels like something that whoever designed this must have got together with someone that designed backpacks for long days of hiking. It just very comfortable. So if you have guys or landscapers that do a lot of blowing and they have backpacks on for long extended periods of time, this is the way to go. We don't usually, in the tree service, we don't have backpacks on for hours and hours and hours. So we get the biggest blowers we can, and maybe 2 at a time, 3 at a time, and we blow all the debris into a corner, and we pick it up with the skid steers. We try to eliminate as much raking as we can, because that's one of the most time-consuming things you can do, is have tree guys, after they've got done cutting a tree down, is continue to rake and rake. You rake the big pieces and then you blow the rest. So if you have the right kind of rakes and the right kind of blowers, you can take a lot of time off the cleanup at the end of your job. So again, this is the Stihl 800, BR 800 C. I think the C is for the starting mechanism. You can start while it's on your back, but we've used it already. I think we used it like twice, and the guys seem to love it. I end up buying 2 of them just to speed up the process. And we don't usually use all these straps. We just usually strap it on and go. But if you have if you need it for extended time, I would go ahead and use the other straps, because you'll feel more comfortable. So again, I'm going to show it to you one more time. This is the brand new Stihl, the biggest and the baddest, BR 800C. We're going to use it for a month or 2, and then I'll do another review, and I'll let you know how I feel about it, and I'll definitely let my guys do the talking, because they're the ones that are probably going to be using it more than I am. But so far so good, thumbs up, and it already has more power than the Echo. And the Echo was bought 2 years ago. It was the biggest and the baddest. I don't know exactly what model number it is, but I think the Stihl has a beat so far. So if you like this video, please crush the like button, share it with anybody that you know that might be looking for a big bad boy blower. And again, thanks for watching, and have a great day.